Okay, we are live. I do believe this to be factual, as I am stating it as fact, as if it were. Audio, yes. My audio. My audio is now on. Okay, great. Orca, hippie chick, hello. Let's go live on Instagram. Not that anybody will really hang out there and watch, but no one ever lets me know if it's like watchable on Instagram or if it's enjoyable or what their issue is over there. A lot of people swipe by. But I'm thinking just not as many people are into watching cannabis smoke as they used to be because it's so popular and it's legal so many places. It's not like the big taboo that it was, you know? And back when I started on YouTube smoking, it was taboo. You were not supposed to use drugs on social media. And you weren't even supposed to be inebriated. You know, you couldn't even like come from a bar and then go live and act like you were drunk. That was against the terms of service. Especially depending on what state you're in. And they did care about that. But I didn't care because I knew that cannabis was harmless and that more people hi Bitter, hey Taco, what's up Porta Johns? And I knew that more people should have access to the information around that. So I was willing to take whatever risks were involved in order to put the information out there. Today, people, I guess we've been successful. You know, people realize that, yeah, cannabis is out. It's no big deal. Blah, blah. Oh, this old guy smokes cannabis. Yeah, I seen him. No big deal. Not really that marketable anymore to sit and smoke because the people that wanted to see it, that were curious about it, well, they already came by and checked it out. And the people who smoke, I don't even think as many people smoke now that of my audience that used to. I think it's kind of fading, not getting more popular. I think it's because you have more access to it and people just aren't as excited. Like I said, that taboo, it makes it more desirable for a lot of people. And I think now that, you know, you can get it just about anywhere and it's available just about anywhere, I think the attractiveness is kind of faded. So, you know, if you're not here to watch me smoke cannabis, too fucking bad because I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep smoking it. And that's just part of the show, and it's always going to be part of the show because it's what I choose to do. You know, I would love to find the people that are more interested in watching me smoke cannabis than not. You know, I'd love to have those people here so that way, you know, because we've already got so much in common. You know, we're part of a discriminated group. If you smoke cannabis or you support it, or you support someone, or you have someone in your life that uses it or it's around you or whatever, and you're breaking the law wherever you are, and most likely you're breaking federal law. Anywhere you are in the United States, you're breaking federal law, right? We're all lawbreakers. We're part of a marginalized group. I would like to see more people join that group than walk away and turn their backs on it. You know, I'm sorry if my attitude has turned some people off. I'm sorry. Because this movement needs more support. Yesterday, we were having a conversation in the kitchen, and it came up, you know, that neither Biden or Donald Trump legalized cannabis or gave us Medicare for all. I'm like, I wouldn't vote for either of them. Those are my stipulations. You know, if you can't satisfy those two things, if you can't give me Medicare for all, and you can't give me free access to cannabis for everyone, with even kids, anybody, no law regarding cannabis, I'm not interested in you. Oh, you want to pass a law so you can make more money off cannabis? Fuck you. Oh, but we're legalizing it. No, you're not. Fuck you. Oh, we're decriminalizing you. No, you're not. I was never a criminal. You're the fucking criminal trying to keep good medicine away from people who need it. You're the criminal. You're the criminal. You got a problem with decriminalization? Decriminalize yourselves. Don't look at me. You're the criminal. You got it wrong. I've always looked at it that way. Fuck the haters. Thank you, Trendy Orca. I love the support. I love the support. Thank you. Like TikTok, Tula says. Yeah, like TikTok. You know, and Facebook came down on us for a couple years. YouTube came down on us for a couple years. And you know what? They backed off. And they stopped their bullshit where they were telling people, oh, if you're using cannabis, your content is going to be removed and your channel is going to receive a strike. And their excuse was that it's illegal. That was their excuse. Well, you're breaking the law in your region, or you're breaking federal law, or blah, blah, blah. Really? Are YouTube, social media, are you the federal government? Are you the police? Is it your job to police my behavior of what I do? Just because I show other people what I do, it's your job to correct my behavior? Fuck you. How about that? Go fuck yourselves. Is it cold? Sorry, Orca. It's cold in Kansas. Michael Haskey says, anyone disagrees with you, they're stupid. Most of the time, I agree with that point. I do agree with that point. It's either stupid, or maybe they're not stupid, or they have a narrative that they're playing. And that's the thing, you know, is when they play that narrative, and you know they're smarter than that. You know, I won this debate. You know I won this point. You know I won this argument. You know I did. You know, I'm talking about the person I'm arguing with. But you're not going to give me credit for it, because as soon as you do, you lose and I win. And oh boy, you can't be a loser and have someone else being the winner. Oh no. Well, it's okay. You know, I saw David Pakman do it in a debate with Destiny 2 years ago, where Destiny brought up a bunch of points and David Pakman said, you know what? You've convinced me. You're right. And Destiny went for like a whole minute. And so did David Pakman, just sat there. Neither of them said anything for a long time, because that rarely ever happens in a debate. And, you know, whether David Pakman was being sarcastic or not, the fact that he used those words was incredible. And I give him credit for that. I don't like David Pakman as a human being. I don't like him. He's got a narrative, totally. But it's fun to see David Pakman's narrative play against Destiny's narrative and to watch them duke it out in a debate. It really is. And I enjoyed that debate. I've watched it twice now. And Destiny does a really good job. And you know what? I don't necessarily agree with Destiny's side of that argument. I think the judge, this was about the Rittenhouse thing. I think the judge was completely biased towards right-wingers in Rittenhouse. And he was just like, he didn't really display that so much. David Pakman made a bunch of great points that I think he was able to back up and make his point. But at the same time, Destiny was like, yeah, but at the same time, the judge, you know, a lot of judges are hyperbolic, and that judge did his job, and I think he did a good job, and it boiled down to opinion, and you just kind of had to see where you were on it. It's a good debate, because I like those debates where you really don't know what the answer is. You know, debates where you know what the answer is, what's the point? You already know. Why listen to people argue over a point that you already know is factual? You know, should women have a right to decide what goes on in their bodies? It's not debatable for me. I don't want to hear your opinion about how you feel about, you know, a fucking fetus. It doesn't matter to me. There's already a live human being with a life and family. You know, it's already established as a human being. That's the one that takes priority. So fuck you. You're wrong and I'm right. That's not worth debating. You know, and there's plenty of other things like that that are worth. Is Donald Trump a criminal? Yeah, he's a criminal. Is he a fascist? Yes, he's a fascist. These are provable facts. You know, I'm not going to argue that shit. It's proven, man. I mean, we all go by the same set of laws in this country. Did Donald Trump break some laws? Yeah. Did he lie about it? Yeah. Is he a fucking fascist? Yeah, man. Does he want to be president forever? Yeah, that's a fascist, man. You know, one of the greatest points that I ever fucking heard was, I retweeted it today. The guys asked this guy from CNN, he went up and he asked a Trump supporter. He's like, so Donald Trump is a fascist. He says he's going to be a fascist for 4 years. He says on day one, you know, and that means like on day one, I'll be a fascist and it's not going to stop. You know, a fascist can just curb their fascism on day two. Of course not. Once they get a taste of that power, you're done. So he asked this guy, he's like, so are you okay with Joe Biden 4 more years or 4 more years of Trump if he's going to be a fascist? And this motherfucking MAGA Republic cunt, right-wing nut job like so many of you are out there, just looks right at the interviewer and goes, I'm okay with a fascist for 4 years. I'm okay if we get rid of the 4-year time limit on a term and let Donald Trump be president forever. That's what this guy said. It's on my Twitter feed. Go watch. Go watch it if you don't believe me. You don't believe how fucking psychotic some of these MAGA representatives are. And you know what? It's just one guy. But I've seen that level of delusion across the board. So many people, so many right-wingers, so many people that follow Donald Trump or Ron DeSantis, that delusion, Republicans. And you want to say the right is delusional about giving LGBTQ their rights? I'm okay with that. Let them be crazy about that. The more rights, the better. You know, the one thing I can't stand about the left is the way they try to control free speech. So, you know, on that point, and that point alone, they're not going to get my vote. I'm not going to go fight the right so that the left can silence people they disagree with. Fuck you, man. I don't agree with that. You know, that shit has to change. So until it does, I'm not voting. You know, when you guys keep it real, when politicians can keep it real, when they start, you know, living up to their promises, maybe I'll start paying attention. When they start making sense, maybe I'll pay attention. You know, when someone looks me in the eye and says Donald Trump is a criminal and he should be banned from running for any public office in this country because that's the law, then you're going to have my attention. You know, Chris Christie had my attention. Liz Cheney had my attention. Mitt Romney had my attention. All Republicans. But they were making sense. Very uneducated. If it wasn't for you and cannabis, I wouldn't be here. Thank you, Michael Haskey. Billy, what's up? Woohoo, I got mad snow. That means no bullshit workforce shit for me. Fuck the man. Come get me, bitches. Billy. Oh, it's going to be a fun day today, guys. So, you know, the title is, I hope that you guys feel better after you watch this show. No matter what the content is. I just hope that, you know, when I finish that David Pakman, that Destiny interaction, the debate that they had over the Kyle Rittenhouse thing 2 years ago. But I watched it again this morning. I felt good. I felt good. You know why I felt good? Because I felt like there was good faith on both sides. David Pakman was upset with Destiny because he told him he was coping. He said he's got to fucking cope with all this bullshit. And Pakman got offended. He's like, I thought we were friends, man. You got to tell me I'm high on copium. And Destiny was like, well, let's talk about it. And Pakman's like, I don't think we can talk about it because you've already made up your mind. And Destiny's like, no, I'm always open to discussion. And Pakman was like, okay, well, this is how I feel. Destiny was like, okay, well, I disagree with that. This is how I feel. And Pakman was like, la, 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 I don't want to listen to that. This is how I feel. And he's trying to change the subject. And Destiny was like, no, let's go back to what we were talking about. And every time Destiny pulled him back in, it was like he just hit him again, man, and hit him again and hit him again. And he could do nothing. He could do nothing to stop it. And like I said, there was such an onslaught of information and facts. Pakman eventually just said, you know what? You've convinced me. You're right. It wasn't necessarily that he'd been convinced. It was that he ran out of arguments. He didn't have anything else in his quiver, you know. Biden did sign the H.R. 8454 medical marijuana, racist word, and Cannabidinol Research Expansion Act. Yeah, I don't fucking care. I don't need research expansion, dude. That's just money for Biden's friends. That's just money for researchers. I've done my research, and so is the rest of the world. And guess what? The verdict and the proof and the evidence, it's all in, Porta-John. It's in. And while you get served these little fucking crumbs, they flick crumbs at you, and you're like, oh, Biden did this, and you come out here like a foot soldier for the Democrats now. Let me tell you something. They haven't done dick. When they say no law regarding cannabis, oh, then I'll be looking who to vote for. Who came up with that one? No law regarding cannabis. That means kids. That means everybody has access to it. I'm sick of this bullshit on cannabis. I'm sick of it. So, yeah, I don't care until I see it's off the fucking Schedule 1, until I see that everyone's got access to it, until I see that everyone can grow it in their own yard. You know, fuck it all. Fuck their stupid little bills, their little HRs and their fucking bullshit. Fuck it all. Those laws don't mean shit to me. Hey, Burn Live, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. That was the irony? Right. Yes. So you're telling me you agree with me. Yeah, it's a pittance. It's not even a tip on the end of a big bill, bro. It's like a slap in the face and a big fuck you from that administration and from all of them, from the entire United States federal government. And all the way down to the dispensaries. Fuck all of them. They're all in it for the money. And as long as they can control it, they can control how much money they're making. So fuck their control. No law regarding cannabis. You know, a kid smokes too much cannabis and feels a little sick to their stomach or has to go to the emergency room. Guess what? They're going to be just fine. No one's going to die. They'll be just fine. Give it a little time and they'll be fine. So there doesn't need to be any regulation on that shit. You know what regulates it? Everyone's personal capacity to use it. That's what regulates cannabis. You know what regulates my cannabis intake? The fact that I smoked a little too much the other day and I'm like, hey, I got to cut back on my dab size a little bit. You know, because I don't want that to happen again. Oh, I didn't need a law, did I? You know, that's the last time I want to walk around this house for 6 hours like I'm a zombie. Oh, I wasn't walking. I made it I didn't even make it 6 minutes. I made it 60 seconds to the couch. Then I started greening out. And then I actually got up off my ass and went to bed. But I realized, hey man, a little too much that time. A little too many fucking severely potent dabs. Give him a little push with your foot. Give him a little, just take your foot and kind of, he's not scratching. He's putting his scent on the door. He's marking, that's how cats mark their territory. It's like a dog urinating, cats use their saliva. He's rubbing his mouth on the door. She's like, he's scratching. Yeah, he's got an itch on his mouth. He always does. Just like every other cat has a mouth itch. That was the irony. Yes, it was. I got you, Porta Johns. My bad. I misread what you said. You should have put a funny face after it so I knew, you know, and that's what Destiny told David Pakman about his tweets. He's like, you know, you should put your mood, it's like, it says like your mood emote or whatever it is on the end of a tweet so I know where you're coming from, bro. And David Pakman was like, what? I don't even know what that is. And Destiny's like, yeah, it just lets people know what you're feeling when you tweet something so I can tell if you're being sarcastic or you're being serious about something. The way you tweet, David, everything has to be taken verbatim, but you're a fucking troll cunt, and you're always trolling people. Man, dude, David Pakman is one of the biggest fucking trolls on the internet. And Destiny called him out on it, man, about his titles. Or David Pakman called himself out on it when he said, yeah, somebody hit me up about, you know, my titles being hyperbolic and inaccurate and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I'm just writing a title that is, No, David Pakman, your titles suck dick. You are a fucking snake oil salesman. I've seen your titles before, and you lie in your fucking titles to get people there, and then they find out that's either not the subject matter, or it's not the point you're trying to make, or it has nothing to do with what you're going to be saying. And I fucking hate titles like that. I hate them. So, you know, I don't like fooling you to come in here. I like saying, this is what I have to offer, and I hope that you guys like it. You know, I don't have to lie to you to get you in the fucking door. In fact, you know, this whole video is we're discussing the title of the video. You know, is the fact that... No, I'm still alive. Is the fact that after I watched obnoxious David Pakman and Destiny argue for 2 hours, I felt really good about it, about the discussion. Because like I said, they were both there in good faith. It's just that Destiny proves time and again that he pays more attention. And you know what's really funny? David Pakman sat there and watched the whole trial, and Destiny only got clips, and yet he had a much better understanding of the legal processes and how judges work and how lawyers work and all that. And David Pakman sat there cucked through the whole fucking trial and didn't pick up on some of the things that Destiny did. It just shows you how intuitive Destiny is, you know. And Pakman tried to, he's like, are you autistic? And Destiny's like, I don't know. I mean, I guess I could be. I have a problem with social, interactions, and, I blah, 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 and all this. And David Pakman was like trying to like hurt him with that. Like, oh, you're autistic. Oh, you admit it. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, that's weird. I was like, I'd rather be autistic than a fucking intentional troll bitch like you are. Someone that's a liar in their titles, just desperate to get people to come in. And I say desperate, the motherfucker's got over 1 million followers, I'm sure. He can't be that desperate. God, I get so fucking pissed about that shit. Tula, I froze and came back? Okay. While meaningful legislation, Veterans Cannabis Use for Safe Healing Act, died in committee that would allow veterans to use it for PTSD. Was that, Porta Johns, was that under Trump? That Veterans Cannabis Use for Safe Healing Act died in committee? When was that? I remember something about veterans and cannabis, but I don't remember who was the president when that. I'm freezing on Rumble? Really? I'm not dropping any frames. I mean, I haven't even dropped 0.1 of a frame. Only thing I watch Pakman when he covers Trump rallies. Was good, Burn Live. Using someone's disability against them is just plain wrong and cruel. Well, this is the thing. Destiny's autism makes him better. It doesn't make him worse. It makes him smarter. It makes him pay more attention to shit that other people don't see. And, he loves debating, and he loves, putting people out that are wrong about shit. And that's part of being autistic, is having that awkwardness socially. It makes it so all that much easier for him to just dismiss somebody. And I like it. I like the autism. If he has any, and it shows a little bit, I'm okay with that shit. It's not even a disability. I think it's a bonus, especially like I said, when you have to just be like, ignore the humanity of somebody so you can just destroy their narrative. David will lie to audience for clicks. Let's change that sentence, Porta Johns. David Pakman lies for clicks. Period. When you misrepresent a title, you're lying to your audience. That's how I look at it. And he tries to play this word game with them, like, every title that I do is relatable and blah, blah, or something. He has some weird excuse. I'm like, dude, that is why I literally stopped watching David Pakman. From the stupid fucking hyperbolic titles. Trump this, Trump that, Trump this, Trump that. So much Trump derangement syndrome. And I hate Trump just as much as Pakman, or just as much as anybody else. I really do. I might even hate Trump more than most people do. But at the same time, I'm not going to ignore facts around somebody. I don't care who it is. And he does. And he plays a narrative, and he's so willing to look the other way when something's going to, take his narrative down a notch. That's not how to be, man. It's snowing in Texas. Holy shit. Honestly, I have autism and it comes in handy sometimes. Or you look good on Rumble. Oh, thank you, Burn Live. Or it's being high on the Adderall. Either way, Lowell. Person who's direct and cuts to the chase. Dude, Destiny is always fucking jacked. I mean, he is always jacked on Adderall. I mean, oh my God. He's always jacked, bro. I can't even imagine how anybody could have a capacity to do that to themselves. You're literally just altering who you are, and I guess I do it with cannabis. But man, that I don't know, my eyes turn red, and then I get all slunched over and hunched over. At least he sits up straight. He's just grinding his jaw. I don't know. Actually, Destiny might have it better with Adderall than I have it with cannabis. Just thinking about it now. Yeah, I think I changed my own mind. But I don't have a problem with the way I appear. I really don't. I don't mind that I'm like this and drooling and like I gotta go by the end of a show. I don't mind. You know why? Because the medicinal quality that the medicinal effects that I'm feeling from cannabis, it outweighs the appearance, and it takes my mind to a different place where I want to be. And to me, that has value, And I think that Destiny sees the value in being able to fire off, a million words in a single sentence, with that Adderall, because that's his thing. His thing is debating people. My thing is chilling with people and trying to convince them of, what they've been indoctrinated to think. It's kind of different. He wants to sit and argue with people. I feel like I'm right and I don't have to prove myself to anybody. And you guys just need to find the people that want to come in here and listen. I'm not here to argue. But I like hearing Destiny argue with people, and he does it really good. I love living without substance. And a leave, some coffee, here and there, that's it. Dude, I forgot my drugs this morning. Shit. I didn't take my probiotic and I forgot my probiotic and I forgot my my heartburn medicine. I gotta take that later. The autism allows us to not be easily deceived. Yeah. We've got a lot of autistic audience members. Look at all you guys. It's like, I got autism. I'm on the spectrum. I got Asperger's. Yeah, Rumble is buffering. I wonder why. What am I sending? What's going on with Rumble, man? Rumble's got issues today, guys. Used to watch a lot like 3 years ago. Danielle fucking Morris. Oh, Daniel fucking Morris. Hey, Daniel. Okay, I missed the triage oil so much. It says bubble 3255. I bet you do. Poor name girl. I bet you missed the triage oil. I use it every day. Yeah, I just used some last night. And I gave some to somebody that had never tried it before, and they seemed pretty happy with it. It's like a chick that doesn't show red flags till your mom meets her. That's funny. Okay, so you guys are great. Let's get this going. Oops. Let's lock it down. We're going to go in for our first dab. Wow, a half hour into the show and I have not smoked yet. I like pointing that out. I haven't smoked at all today. I haven't used cannabis at all today. I love how this torch is like electric green. It's like, it's so obviously marketed towards people who dab. Bye, Mom. Enjoy your workout. Love you. Drive safe. What was that? Oh, and workout. All right. Gotta have our bagels. What, you don't have any bagels? Gotta get the bagels. This glass does not turn red. And it confuses the hell out of me because it doesn't turn orange. So let's do a minute cool down. So it's 30, we'll do 31. 3100. That's fine. We'll leave the little hash in there. And we'll see how this goes. Dude, Rick and Morty, Rick does way bigger frickin' dabs than I do. I'm looking at this dab here. Oh my god. That is the biggest dab I've ever seen. That has got to be like 3 ounces of dab that he's all smoking at once there. Okay, tap in. Bab Blue Draws. I haven't seen you in a show in forever, bro. I'm so glad you're here and you said hello, and I hope that you... Off script, what's up? Any way to purchase any? I see hippie chick over there on the is there? No, I'm no longer selling triage oil because I live in the state of Florida where it's illegal for me to sell it for the most part. I don't have the licensing. Ron DeSantis is a cunt, and he doesn't want me to send people oil so that you'll be in less pain. So fuck Ron DeSantis and fuck Republicans, and everybody remember that while you're walking around in pain and you don't have your triage oil. I want you to remember it's the Republicans' fault because when I was in California under a Democrat, I was allowed to ship you fucking cannabis oil. So you can thank Ron DeSantis. And remember that. No law regarding cannabis. Okay, 3130. Cheers. That is deluscious. Ooh, I just made up a new word. Write it down, deluscious. I've been watching Millionaire Matchmaker. I'm learning there's truth about redheads and all the red flags and how the matchmaker sees through the bullshit. Love the show. Sounds like reality bullshit. I don't like reality. Don't want none of that American reality bullshit TV. It's a quote from Dexter. I love that. I think I ended up dead too. I'm learning a lot about men before I find the one and what to go for. Cheers, son. NLRC. Yeah, I was sick for a couple weeks. I'm good now. How about you? Oh, you've been sick? Robert, hello. And I have terrible sleep terrors now. I need to smoke again. I got some killer purple Death Star. When I smoke, I don't have sleep problems. Yeah, smoke right before you go to sleep at night. It's a dream suppressor, Robert. We all know this. I don't have clear dreams if I smoke, right before I go to sleep. And if I don't smoke hours before I go to bed and go to sleep, I have the most vivid dreams. Now, I don't get night terrors. I don't get nightmares. So I don't have that issue. My dreams are fine, whatever. But I have noticed for sure, and I've had this discussion with plenty of people, yes, cannabis definitely suppresses the memory of your dreams. You're still dreaming, but when you wake up, that short-term memory loss, it deletes it, and that's a good thing. So, remember that. Yeah, you're still having the dreams, but when you wake up, it wipes the slate. You're definitely going into REM sleep. I stopped revealing my ass. What? They don't know I'm examining everything they say. Revealing my ass. I stopped revealing my Oh, Asperger's? Asperger's? No, I'm examining everything. I got you. Okay, Asperger's. Okay, I'm with you, Billy. I got it. It took me a while. I feel like, not you, Bonsai, you're the real deal. But that some people say they are artistic because it's some new age trend and for the online attention. Oh, no. Billy, I totally believe that Billy is on the spectrum. Totally. Especially if he says it, you know, because of his he's got some, hey, I'm going to say it, Billy, and I hope this does not offend you, but sometimes when he's live on my show, he'll say things socially, and it's like when he's saying it, he doesn't realize that, oh, bro, that's over the top. And then it's like after the fact, and I say something to him, he might either get angry with me and have a quick reaction, or he'll be like, oops, I probably shouldn't have said that. And that is like, to me, it's one of the biggest giveaways, is that he doesn't have that inner dialogue. It's just what he's thinking, boom, comes out the mouth, and then it's like, oh, fuck, that's right, we're on a live stream. Or we're in mixed company. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I have Asperger. High functioning autism, Act 3, diagnosed in 2012. Yeah. He's been diagnosed with it since 2012. Since before it was popular, Tula. He's one of the OGs. I'm one of the OG hyperactive ADHDs. Dude, I got diagnosed with ADHD hyperactivity back in like 1980, 1981, something like that. Probably 1978, now that I think about it. It's probably more like 1978. Yeah. 1978, I got diagnosed with hyperactivity ADHD. It was ADD or ADD/ADHD or whatever. I can't remember. But I got diagnosed with that shit. Before that shit was popular. Before they were making drugs for it. They only suggested caffeine back then. I'm one of the OGs. Before that shit got popular and people used it as an excuse for why they couldn't get a job. I've had plenty of jobs my whole life. I've kept jobs, too, for long periods of time. So, don't give me none of that bullshit. I can't work because I'm ADHD. You were born in 77? Yeah, it's about the time I was diagnosed with ADHD or ADD. I have to ask my mom. You think everyone's on some spectrum? I feel so young now, thanks. Everyone thinks they have something, but you gotta go to the shrink and get paperwork like Nay and I, or you're just bitching, right? It was because of my ADHD that they tested my my IQ, and I tested high. I got put in a advanced placement, which is probably why I didn't learn as much as the other kids that I went to school with. Because that advanced placement classes at the time were basically us playing chess and Dungeons and Dragons. It was so bad, dude. It was so corrupt. You know? It was corrupt. They didn't know what the hell they were doing back then. You know, we figured we were going to go into a class and be given like more challenging schoolwork. It was kind of scary. I was like, advanced placement, oh my God. We got in there and they're like, okay, so we're all just going to talk about our feelings today, and I'm going to explain to you and blah, blah, blah. And we were kids. But at the same time, it was just, I cannot recite one single fact that I learned when I was in advanced placement. Now that I remember it, I mean, I could tell you some stuff about Dungeons and Dragons. I could tell you some facts about like they use multiple sided die. And you roll the die. It's all graphed out on graph paper. I can tell you that fact. I always had this joke going on in my head that they just told me I was in advanced placement, but I was really in the slow program for the slower kids. They just felt bad for me, so they told me I was in, advanced placement. Come to find out, you knew you had ADHD before they called it that? I was not like the other kids, and it used to drive me crazy. I was like, how come I'm the only one that gets in trouble? That was what it all boiled down to, was how come I'm the one that always mouths off and gets told to be quiet or has to be sent to the principal's office? How come it's always me? I couldn't figure that shit out when I was a little kid. I was like, why are the other kids, it's so easy for them to behave? And for me, I gotta say what I'm thinking, man. I'm like, blah, blah. That's me, man. Answers the question you had. Understand why you're a shithead. Is that what you said, a shithead? Facebook keeps trying to say you're ADHD if you're autistic. It's best to see the doctor. I've never used a single-sided die. Low. Yeah, like I should have said more than four-sided die. The die got more than four sides. Yeah, you're right. A four-sided die is also a multiple-sided die. How astute that you caught that. Did you ever jump on desks in class? No. No, I wasn't like physically rambunctious. Not at all. I don't remember anyone growing up that ever was. I never remember seeing anyone get physically out of control. Like, I have seen videos on the internet of classrooms today where I'm like, dude, if we had witnessed that when we were kids, the classroom, the kids would have got up and handled that motherfucker. Like some kids trying to beat up a teacher or something like that. Dude, back then, none of us would have taken that shit from another kid. It never happened, man. We were raised with, adults are the authority figure, and we were raised to respect those people. And if we didn't respect them, you got hit, you got punished, man. Whatever it was, your parents would smack you. You'd get the paddle. They had a paddle. We had, that kind of punishment in Florida where they'll smack you with a wooden paddle and shit. And they did it. So, we never had kids like mouth off to a teacher and then get physical. I mean, we didn't have kids mouth off to teachers in class. I mean, I remember I was the only one that I would say smart ass things and no one else would do it. It was me. I was the bad one. And, this woman, she was a substitute teacher, and I got in trouble for this one. She came into the class and she put this sign up. It was a wooden sign that she had someone engrave this big wooden sign, and it said, "Calmly control yourselves." I was like, why don't you calmly put that sign away? And she's like, "What's your name?" And she sent me right to the principal's office. And I went to the bathroom, and I hung out in the bathroom for a good portion of time, and then I came back to the class. And she didn't know, that there was supposed to be a slip or anything because she was a substitute. Fuck your system. Fuck your system. Brian M., what's up? Good morning, Nay. Hope all's well. ADHD's hyperactivity, ADD's, and attention disorder. I think I got them both. ADD, ADHD, I had them both. Probably still have them both, but I had them both for sure. And, well, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I don't have them anymore. You know what I do? When someone's talking to me, I will look them in the eye and force myself to pay attention. Now, maybe that is still having it, and that's how I cope. But that's how I counter that desire to just kind of wander off mentally and look away and not pay attention. And bro, I will pull up videos. Yeah, I guess I still do have it. Because I will pull up videos on here and like, watch this. And I'll start playing it. And then I'll start fucking with my phone. And then I'll realize, I'll be like, hey, dude, let's replay that. Because I totally didn't listen to any of it. What the fuck they're doing now? Did you ever have to take the DARE stuff? Bro, I'm in my 50s. Okay, we didn't have that. Today I learned Nay and I are more alike than I think. Brian, I remember in 3rd grade, my teacher threw a desk at my friend. That's about all I remember from school. Dude, I've never witnessed anything like that in Florida, bro. It was just, what state were you in, Brian? Were you up like East Coast? Up north? Because down south, bro, it was strict, man. We had that, what do they call that? Is it called corporal punishment? Where they can hit you? Yeah, Michigan, bro. Different animal. It's totally different, bro. Florida, it's like down south, man. It's like strict, bro. And like I said, the kids would know. The kids were smart enough. All of my friends were smart enough to know you wouldn't let a kid beat up a teacher. We would beat that kid up. You know? I think everybody had a very good sense of fairness and maturity. Even when I was in middle school, man. Yeah, we got in a little whatevers, here and there and whatever, and that was just kids doing shit. But it was never with the administration, bro. It wasn't like that. Oh, and by the way, yeah, in high school, by the time I got to high school, we had an armed police officer, a deputy sheriff on campus at all times. Sometimes it was 2. And that's before 911 and all that shit. 9/11, I should say. Double bottom, guys. Where's tropical thing, is it? Double bottom. W. We got a W forming. You guys know what that means. I mean, you know what it's supposed to mean. That is a W. Now, it's not a perfect W, but it could also drop again and form an inverse head and shoulders, which would be just as good as a W. So, a double bottom is just an inverse head and shoulders without the last shoulder. So this is either going to be a double bottom or, hopefully, now we know that nothing is ever for sure with this Bitcoin now. I mean, who would have guessed? But anyway, I want you to see this double bottom. I want you to see how it's a W. And I want you to be able to spot these patterns with Bitcoin when you see them, so you'll know what's coming up. So you'll be like, okay, man, this could be the last time to buy at 42.3. Maybe I'll go ahead and purchase some right now because Nay says it's going to go up. I could totally be wrong. We just dropped a big drop. Right before this, we just did that. So, we had a big drop, but the double bottom is saying we're done dropping. In my brain. In my lizard brain. And I'm telling you, lizard brains are only achievable if you can interact with the interdimensional shape-shifting reptilian aliens, because they will allow that. They will literally unlock that in your brain when they suck the thoughts out of your brain. And they don't care. It can be the most mundane of thought. They will devour it. like a line of cocaine. They will snort it right out of your earlobe. I've watched them do this myself. And when I travel around with these interdimensional shape-shifting reptilian aliens, I'm here to tell you, they are improving my abilities, and they will improve your abilities too. That's why you have to come to prisonplanet.com. You have to come to Infowars.com right now and look into some of our products, because we've got some of the finest products you're ever going to find on the internet in our online store. So get on over there and remember to use the checkout code AlexIsGod. That's checkout code AlexIsGod. All one word, lowercase. 15% discount. I've got the lizard hive mind. He was arguing with the teacher about going to the bathroom. The teacher kept telling him no, so he peed. Dude, the kid had to go to the bathroom, man. Oh my God. Why would a teacher do that? It looks like it's trying to forego the Head and Shoulders and just stick with the double bottom, guys. It looks like it. It's trying right now. This is that moment. It's at 411, 42,402. It's trying. It's that 411 looks like a very important place to get past. It's a 401.98, 402.82, 401. So here we can go to the price here, and just know that 411 was the last point that I saw where it couldn't get past. He said he could wait till after the lesson. God, it's crazy how you remember that. 7:10. I gotta smoke. Hold on. I'm way behind on the 7:10 thing. In Cali, all our teachers were hippies in the 70s. Always lots of art and music. I moved to a redneck town. It was terrible. They would want the kids to feel guilty about everything. Robert. Billy. But what about the shade of red? It's red. Red means it's sucky. Also, we got a squiggle waggle on the inverted testicles. It's fucked. Oh, why do I feel so dirty after reading something that Billy says? Because the kid got hall passes to just raise hell in the hall and not pee. I know, because I would go do the same. It's disrupting other classes for attention. I used to take Lamb Siddle, now down to 8 scripts. Lamictal. That's a weird sounding one. Steve Running, now you're down to 8 different drugs. What, for ADD, ADHD? We got a hell of a rejection right here, guys. We were at 411. So it might be going down to make that second shoulder. And if it does and it forms, we're good. We should be going up. So we'll see. Because I will only snort half of a line of ultra potent super male vitality in the morning because it is so ultra potent. Oh, today's Monday? I thought today was Wednesday. When I walked out here, I was like, what day is today? I was like, Tuesday, or is it Wednesday? I so don't care what day of the week. How unindoctrinated am I that I don't even fucking care what day? That is the most beautiful thing about my life, is not being indoctrinated with days. Because I'm like, when I hear people say, oh man, it's almost Friday, I can't wait for the weekend, I'm just like, oh God, I cringe when I hear that, because I think of how controlled people are by this system that we all abide by. Wow, dude, we just dropped $100, so it's a good thing. It's got to drop. Shouldn't drop too much further if it's going to form that head and shoulders. It didn't stay up long enough, though. Wait, it might. I can't tell. Maybe if I reset. Let me reset the page. And just see what the chart does. Yeah, it redraws it a little bit. So it's not really a double bottom. It's trying to form a head and shoulders inverse, which would be great. We already formed a giant inverse head and shoulders on the 24-hour, guys. So here, look at this. So this is very easy, right? This right here is our shoulder, right? And this is our other shoulder right here. Or actually, you call this the shoulder. And it almost perfectly matches. This one is 42,178. This one is 42,185. So they're virtually the same, right? They're bisecting this head right here, and the head goes down to 41.7. So now we're going to calculate this out by going from 41.7 to 42.3, and we're going to say 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3. At 600, double the 600, it gives us 1,200, which is common. This is 1,200 increase is common, actually. We see the 1,200 come up. So what I'll say is, from where we are at about the average of this whole run right here, the average of all this, which is about, 42.6 is good. Yeah, because it was up to 700 and it was down to 540. So on the average, it was like at 42.6. So we'll add 12 to 6 and say 43.8. So that's my target. And that's how I figure that out. And that used to always work. So I'm thinking we're going to go up to 43.8. Now, the last time I said that, we fucking dropped straight down like over 1,000. We dropped down like 2,000 or some shit. Maybe even more. It was a horrible drop. Just so your guess is as good as mine. But my guess is if it finishes the shoulder pattern, we go up to 43.8. So this drop right here is the drop that we generally see after an inverse head and shoulders pattern. It goes down a little bit and kind of like, it's like a fake out. And then it goes. And this is on the 24 hours, so this is a much larger scale. So we'd expect that to happen within the next 24 hours or less, to go to 43. And it could happen right now. But it could go to, I'm thinking 43.8 within the next, which is amazing because that would mean we break through all of this resistance. At 42.6. We break through all that resistance, go right through it, and get back up to moving upwards as we move closer to the halving. You do 4 meds, 12.2% for your Bitcoin. You're still up. That's good. Could wait till after the lesson. Okay, we're good on that. Drop the Rumble link? Absolutely, bro. That's not it. Oops. So I've got hold music playing over and over and over and over again in my head. Does that mean I've got ADD, ADHD? It's one of the. It's one of the. One of the symptoms is when you get something in your head, you can't get it out. For me, it's music, and I got put on hold. And it's really repetitive hold music, and all morning, it's all I've been hearing in my head. Oh, with AI, I bet.
We live in a universe teeming with unexplained mysteries.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it with AI, right? The biggest science mysteries that could soon be solved with AI. Is AI going to tell us how to colonize Mars? Is AI going to tell Elon Musk how to fucking make the Hyperloop work? And not cost companies $500 million when they go bankrupt? Oh, the Hyperloop. Oh, the Hyperloop. Oh, the Hyperloop. Oh, the Hyperloop. I love that shit, dude. Bad Bad Blue Jaws made it in. Hey, looking at you. Looking at this right here. Look at this. All right, I got that runts, yo. I got them runts. So yeah, I got the fucking hold music playing over and over and over again in my head. I just ignore it, but it's there. I can hear it. It's like if I'm not talking or thinking about something else and I just kind of go off in a little bit, it starts getting louder. That's what ADHD, ADD is like. That's what it feels like. And it fucking sucks. But you know what? It ain't that bad. You know, my father didn't suffer from that. He's never had a song. He had never had a song stuck in his head before. And there's actually, I guess I am still, I still have all the symptoms. And I still am ADHD. I am. I got to own that shit. You know why? Because I have a way of combating this song. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do it right now. So I'm doing it right now. What I'm doing is I'm playing another song that I like to play to override that anything that's stuck in my head. So I got this, any song that's stuck in my head. So I've got this Led Zeppelin song and I play. Because if this one doesn't get stuck in my head. And I just think about the lyrics. I hear all the aspects of the song, of the Led Zeppelin song, and it completely drowns out the hold music. And if I stop playing the Zeppelin song right now, the hold music comes right back on. It's doing it right now. And this is going on inside my brain while we're having this discussion. And I'm so used to it that it doesn't even slow me down or confuse me. 2 weeks I was sick, just kept hearing a gospel song over and over again. It's weird, right? You know, I find a song that's non-repetitious works really well for doing that. A song that has movements, that goes through different changes in rhythm or tempo or the keys, if it changes into a different key and it goes into a different thing. And those different changes, as you think about those in your head, will get rid of that repetitious song that's playing. I know I sound like a fucking maniac to some of you right now. But this is what's always been happening with me. There's days when it's not like that. I don't even think about it. It was just this morning for some reason, you know, after being put on hold by these cunts. And they play the stupid cunt music because they're a bunch of dumb cunts. And they don't think about people like me. You know, where they could easily have something on there. You know what would be cool, man? Like the sound of like the forest, like birds tweeting and shit. and frogs and crickets and like that sort of thing. Not something to put you to sleep, but something that has enough changes in it to where you're like, what's going to happen next? Now you hear a wolf howling in the background, you hear something rustling through the leaves nearby. You know, that'd be fucking cool. It doesn't have to be music, but we're indoctrinated to fucking have hold music, I guess. Thank you for your patience. Someone will be with you as soon as one of our representatives is available. Right now, they're busy helping another customer. Please hold. You blasted Run DMC. Exactly. That's all. They're trying to use AI to control traffic at peak hours in LA. Well, to make the traffic run smoother, you mean? You know, one of the good things of AI would be that, you know? That would be a good thing to use AI for. I like that it watches out for forest fires. You know, I think that's a good thing. It can spot a fire burning before a human, because a human just can't sit there and watch 40 cameras at once, you know? But if it detects smoke, boom. And they're using that in California. So you got AI watching out for you. You've already got the eye in the sky, the big brother. He's got cameras, and he's looking to see if a fire starts. How could that be used against us, I wonder? We're in for such a rude awakening. And, you know, the people who are warning us about it, they're not even taking it seriously enough, because a lot of those people are the ones who are still working on the technology. All the technology needs to be banned. We probably need to just throw every computer in a goddamn trash compactor. But it'll still exist on cell phones and shit. We're so fucked. It's everywhere already, bro. It's everywhere, bro. It's everywhere, bro. All right, what's the time? Okay, that's great. So let's do 110. 1:10:00. 1:10:00. 1 hour and 10 minutes into the show. This is the Runts. So it's an apt name. It gets you high, but the flavor's not all that. So Runts is like a really good name for it. You are so right on AI. Dude, I nailed AI, bro. When it came to you know, showing you what Terminator was, and that this is where we're headed. Hey, are we going to hit 411 again? Let's see what happens when we hit 411, guys. Watch for 411. 398. We got to get above 411 if we're going to keep going up. If that's going to be a double bottom. It really doesn't look like it. It looks like it's going to reject again and go back and form that shoulder, which is fine if it does that. The on-ramps up. Why not just stoplights at on-ramps still? AI will take our freedom. Same with smart towns. 11. Geez, I said 11? No, 1:10. Oh, no. 10 seconds. No law regarding cannabis, everybody. Cheers. Look for that 411. Here it is. All right, we got through 411. We should be okay. I got a good understanding of the movement. Our next point of resistance is 450. So now we got to get through 450. This is so easy to do. With this chart here, guys, these Bollinger Bands are so easy to find where it was previously bouncing off of. It even gives you a line to track it. Just put your mouse on the screen and put it where that ball is on the far right. Right there. And then look and see if it, where over adjacent to that point was. It gives you the price right there. 455. It got rejected right there. You can literally see the point right here. This right here, this barb, so to speak. That barb is what we got to get through. 442, 455. So we're so close, but we got to get over that barb. So it's hitting it and bouncing back down right now. They're doing great. They were on yesterday's show. I made this. What's up? I lost too much Bitcoin and had to pull out for a minute. No, that's not. Oh, God. That's not how you do it. It's not how you do it. You should have left that little amount in, Tula. No, don't. You guys don't pull out these little amounts. You remember, every time you do that, you have to pay fees. Pulling it out, putting it back in, buying more. Just buy it and hold on to it, man. I can't stress this enough, guys. Buy it and hold on to it. Don't sell it off. Just buy more when it goes down. Don't sell it when it goes down. You'll go back up in value. They're talking like easy 150,000. Think of that. You could have tripled that, Tula. You're not day trading. You're not day trading. You're not pulling your money out that you bought lower. That you bought higher and then pulling out when it's lower is not day trading. You got to hold on to that shit. That's the whole point. You don't have money like me. That is the whole point, is you can't afford to make decisions like that. To lose money. When I'm telling you, you leave it in there and it's going to go up in value and you'll be thanking me. You know how Hippie Chick is like, yeah, mine's at 11%. That's what you need to do. You're not losing it. That's the problem, Tula. God, as many times as I've explained this on the show, you're not losing it. You're not losing it. It's like, let me explain it to you, okay? It's like I've got this mug, and I bought this mug for $60, okay? Somebody's willing to give me $40 for it. And I'm like, no. Unlike you, who went ahead and sold it to them at a loss. I'm like, no, I'm going to hold on to this. Meanwhile, the person who made this mug no longer makes them anymore, won't do it anymore. Somebody else comes to me and wants to give me $100 for it now. Wants to give me $120 for it. They want to double what I paid for it. That's when I would consider selling the mug to somebody. And your asset, that Bitcoin, you didn't lose any of it. You still have the same amount. It just went down in value because someone was willing to only give you less for it. But as soon as the market changed and somebody wanted to give me more for it, this went up in value because I held on to it. That's how you need to look at that Bitcoin, and just focus on making more money instead of trying to draw your cash, what little expenses or whatever you may have on a little bit of Bitcoin that you got sitting in something that could literally end up tripling in value, tripling easily. When we're at say we're at 50,000 right now, and they're saying it's going to go to 150. That's 50, 150. That's, I don't know what the percentage is on that. Is that 50? And it goes to 150? 200. That's doubled it. If it goes to 100, if it goes to 100, it doubles. If it goes to 150, it triples, right? It triples the value. That's what I'm trying to say. When? 4 months, April. But there's still time, Tula. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Like you said, you want to wait for it to drop and buy more. It might do that. It could do that. But it might not, because every day we get one day closer to the halving and more people are paying attention. And you got to watch those volume spikes. So let's go over to the, let's go to the portfolio. Not portfolio. Let's go back. Okay. Let's go to the trading view. Here we go. And let's look at the 4 minute, 5 minute chart, and we're going to look at our volume coming in. Oh, dude, get this out of here. Fuck your cookies, bitch. Okay, great. Now we can see the volume. So check this out. So this is what you want to look for. Down here on the bottom, this is showing you right here. This is showing you all of this. This is showing you the amount of people participating in Bitcoin at that given moment over that that's a 5 minutes. January 24th. Yeah, this is all one day. Wow, this is just one day. That's great. This is a great chart right here. So over here, Tula, in the last hour, let's say the last hour or so, right here, this says it's noon right here. I guess this is like a wet, I don't understand. No, that can't be noon. That would be, I thought these were 5 minute candles, but it doesn't say. It's okay. It's 12. Yeah, that would have to be noon. Noon. Wait, January 15th. Yeah, okay, I'm so confused. January 14th is right here. Okay. It's almost, so we could stretch this out and just kind of say it goes like that. There we go. Now that's, I'm so confused about this timing thing right here, because it says 1,500 hours and it's, is this the other side of the world or something? You know, maybe it is. Maybe this is not like United States time, because these times, this is claiming that this is 1,500 hours. That would be 3 p.m. It's not. Where is it 3 p.m.? Okay, Google. Where is it 3 p.m. right now in the world?
These came back from a search.
Oh, it's 4 p.m. right now in it's going to be 4 p.m. in London. There you go. So this is like London time for some reason, I think. I'd like to change that. Holy moly. London. Oh, I made this, said London. You got it right, buddy. Good job. So anyway, Tula. This is showing the amount of people that are participating in Bitcoin right now. So a lot of people sold their Bitcoin. Like you. Right here, people saw it dropping, so they sold it off. And that's what all this activity is. Right now, you saw more people sold right here, right? But look what's going on. There's a drop in volume and a drop in value. What we're finding out, even on this 24-hour chart, when we see a drop in volume and value happening at the same time, like for instance, there's a drop in value here and there's a drop in volume here simultaneously with this, and it was kind of like an indicator that we're about to go up. Now, if you look right here, and you'll see there's a distinct drop in value and volume. Generally, that means we're about to spike upwards. So we're going to watch for that on this 24-hour chart. It's really easy to watch for. It's already dropped below the point to form the second shoulder on the head and shoulder, or this might be the drop after the head and shoulders because it kind of already did form a head and shoulders. If we go to a line chart, yeah, it's a perfect head and shoulders. Look at this, guys. That right there before the drop, it's a perfect head and shoulders pattern, inverse, shoulder, head, shoulder. Generally, it means we're going up double the distance of that pattern, generally. So I said we're going to go up to, I said we're going to go up to 43.8, and it could happen within the next 24 hours or so, but it could happen right now, and it's kind of exciting because if it starts to happen, you know, but also when I usually make a call, like when I made a call like this recently, the exact opposite happened. So yay, as we drop down to 42.240. Unreal. We're bad. We're bad. It's so close to breaking downward right now. There is usually a drop after an inverse head and shoulders, as could be seen on the big 24-hour chart, guys. Look, on the 24-hour chart, this pattern right here, shoulder, head, shoulder. This is a perfect head and shoulders, right? We had this drop, and that usually happens after one of these, an inverse, right? It drops a little bit. It's a fake out, and then it goes up. That's going to happen, and this could be this could be like a pre-indicator of that, like that's about to happen, kind of like an indicator in an indicator, if that makes sense. Kind of like it could be. It's not looking good for me right now. It is not. That's a big drop. It is close to the top of the head. If it gets there, it could go. What breaks that resistance? We can see how much resistance we get. Once again, we'll check that. I'll show you how to check that. It's really easy on TradingView. Just take your mouse, line it up with this dot right here. See this dot? Just put your mouse here and see where was the last place where you had resistance, where you had support. So we had support at 42,203, and we had support at 244. So we're already under 244. We had support at 237. That's right where we are. So we've got some previous support there, man. We're right at a place where we might be okay. And that's how you find previous support on the 24-hour. Okay? That's important to know because then it gives you an indicator as to what your current value is going to do. It might, for the most part, stick to those preset, because other people look at that and they set buys and sales at those prices. It just depends on who's outnumbering who. If there's more people selling off, the value goes down. If there's more people purchasing, the value goes up. As we get closer to the halving, there should be more purchasing. That's what we're thinking. But there's going to be some volatility in between. And that's all been predicted. Like I said, if it drops down to 31, it's expected and normal. It's what it's done in the past. My whole thing is it's not going to do what it did in the past because this isn't the past and it's different. There's more people watching. There's more people educated on it. There's more industries that are getting involved. It's a whole different, it's an entirely different landscape for crypto. Some people might say, yeah, but there were NFTs and then the NFTs went down, or there was FTX and then FTX went down. Yeah, and all those things are strikes against the entire crypto industry, but it doesn't outweigh the fact that the ETFs are released and there's going to be more companies that are interested in trying to profit off of Bitcoin, including CNBC Financial Channel. You know, everybody's talking about it. It's a different world, man. You know, what's Jamie Dimon going to have to say? Well, you know, someone could have already made a killing off of Bitcoin and walked out and go talk to Jamie Dimon and say, I just made a $500 million off of Bitcoin going from 17,000 to 42,000. I bought, you know, let's say they bought $1 million worth. I don't know what that would be. That would have to be a lot more. Let's say they bought like, to get to let's say they made $500 million. They would have had to have put in like $250 million. And for a corporation, no problem. Let's say they bought at 17,000, $250 million of Bitcoin. And that immediately jacked the price up, the value. And they just sat there and watched it. And at double 17, which would be right about, no, it would be 34. They would have been at a $500 million profit. Or total value, I'm sorry, not profit. Their profit would have been $250 million more. And they go to Jamie Dimon and say, what do you have to say about this? Still for crackpots? And I wonder how many people or how many corporations have done that. I mean, I bought at 17,000, so certainly some giant corporation was smart enough. I mean, that's how the value went up. People were buying in huge amounts, right? Whales, corporations that are posing as whales on the internet. You don't know who these people are. It's just an address. It's an anonymous address. It could belong to Goldman fucking Sachs. You know, Morgan Stanley, fucking Bank of America. You know, you have no idea. Hey, Karen. Main Street is going Bitcoin, says Hippie Chick. This bull run has been growing since 17K. Is the run reaching an exhaustion point yet? No, I just told you, Hippie Chick, I just told you about the halving is happening in April, right? You guys need to listen to me, man. I'm telling you, but hey, we're getting low. We're breaking support, guys. We're breaking support. It's not good. It's doing exactly what I didn't want it to do. God bless America. This is not good. So someone needs to step in here and buy a whole bunch of Bitcoin, or I'm going to be eating my freaking words again on this one. It's completely, look, it's broken. It's broken past the head. Down. So once it does this, pew, straight down, guys. Straight down. Sell, 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 sell everything now. You know, if you were trading, this would be the point where you would probably sell. Or you would short the market. You'd put in a short right here. Because once it gets underneath that head, and let's see what number that is. That is 183, guys. 183.73. 183.73. That's what we're looking for. If it goes under 183.73, you sell it all. You put in a short with 20 times leverage. Let's see. It's fighting. It's fighting. So people are purchasing. If I bought right now, I'd be buying at 42.4. 42.4. 42.4. I'll be like, man, I always remember that day I was sitting there, it was 42.4, and now it's 50. I should have bought it 42.4. Why didn't I buy it at 42.4, bro? It's volatile, bro. It's supposed to be volatile, but you know what? Let's refresh it because look at the pattern. It's above our mark, but if we refresh it, we might get a different read. So let's see what it says. Yeah, that. Oh, nope, that's good. That's good. Okay, cool. That made all the difference. So we're in a really good spot right now. And if I was going to buy some Bitcoin, I'd buy it probably right now because I'm thinking it's going to go up. But once again, I've said this before, and I bought, and then it went down to, then it drops down to 38. And I'm like, why didn't I wait until it goes to 38? Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait till it goes to 38. Then I'll probably get some. Because I totally don't think it's going to 38 right now. These patterns are all telling me it's going to move up. It had a regular head and shoulders pattern. I'll show you that. It was this. We had a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder right there, right? We had a shoulder, head, shoulder. It went down from that. Boom. But it fought it, and it's done. It's done reacting to that. So it moves on to the next thing, I'm waiting for that drop. No, you say it's unpredictable. I completely disagree with you, Tula, and that's why you pulled your money out. I wish you had consulted with me before you did that. Because I would tell every single person here, unless you're hungry and you don't have any other way of making money right now, and you need money for food, okay, I understand. But otherwise, I would say, leave it in there. It's going to multiply. It's back in. What, did you just buy more? At what price would you? Now keep it in there. That's good for you, Tula. That's good. That's good. Just keep it in there and listen to what I tell you about this, guys. This halving, it's so simple to look at any single podcaster that talks about the previous halvings and how this movement works. $150 in? Ugh. It's awesome. That's awesome. But like I said, I'm waiting to see if it drops down to 38. Leave it in. If it drops down to 31, leave it in. Leave your 150 in. It'll go down in value, Tula, but it's going to go up. So you put 150 in. If it goes to 150,000, that 150 will be worth more than $300. I don't know how much it'll be worth, but it'll be worth a lot. And the volume's going up right now, everybody. Here, look at the volume. Look at the volume going up. So, big drop here. Let's go to those. Oh, this is in Trading View. I see. What minute candles are these? You can't change. That's too bad that you can't change the minute candles on this chart. It would be so nice. What if I like this? No. We've got a correction. We've got a check mark. We've got positive movement upwards. So, about to buy some. Me too. That's so funny. I grabbed my phone. Not this second. I'm going to check and see how much money I got in the bank. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Okay. fuck are you doing? Oh. Hold on a second. Wait, you know what? I should buy some Bitcoin right now while I'm thinking about it. While I'm on it. Because I can, so I should. I can't find it. Alright, I'll be right back. Wait, where is it? Yeah, that's good. Still living. This is gonna drop, man. I didn't buy any, and I'm thinking it's gonna drop because I was like, buy it, and as soon as I buy it, it drops like $1,000, and this time I'm like, I'm gonna wait. I'm sitting here, I'm watching it, and I'm gonna wait and not be so, because I got plenty of money to put into it. And like I said, my goal is 10. I want to have 10 Bitcoins. And if Celsius would fucking hurry up and pay off, man, I'd put that cash right into it as well. Because it would be right there where I could do it, So was this the fake out and now the return? Or is the bottom gonna drop out? It's a Monday. Bro, the volume is way up. Let's go to Trading View. Look at the volume, just spiked just a few minutes ago. Okay. It's just so hard to see that price on the end. They should have a big thing over in the... Oh, there's the candle countdown he told me about. Right? If you click on the price and go to countdown to bar close, yeah. So these are day candles. I gotta go to 5 minutes. Here we go. 5-minute candles. That's a double bottom, guys. That's a freaking double bottom. Look at that W. Holy shit, man. It should be good, man. We should be good to go, man. I gotta get a little bit. I'm just gonna get a little. Because it always does this to me, man. Jesus Christ. I'm only gonna get a little. Bastards. I'm not gonna get what I would normally get. Just to see it drop. Because it always does that, dude. They're getting me at 42.529. Okay. I know. Hey, I gotta fill this up, man. That's what's up. Hey, there's nothing left in this. Not touching it anymore. Oh, good, Tula. Don't touch it anymore. Hodl. Just, that's what this is. It's a long-term investment. Yes, that makes me feel so much better knowing that you did that. Do that. You'll be so happy that you did. Okay, so I went ahead and I bought a little because we've got a double bottom, a really good looking double bottom. It looks just like a W. Everyone should see that and everyone should react to it. So if it does, I'll be happy with what I bought. But I would have normally bought much more, but I always get screwed right here. This is right at the time that I want to buy is when this thing reverses on me and I get it wrong. So let me go get another can of butane. Butane, I got get another can of butane. I'll be right back. I should make kafefe, man. Kafefe. I should make another kafefe. What are you doing? You're not gonna make a kafefe. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're not gonna make a kafefe. You're not gonna make a kafefe. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're just singing and I'm staying alive. Staying alive. What? All right, here we go. It would have sucked if I grabbed the wrong one. Oh, yeah, what's up, man? It sucks so bad. I was thinking about making some kafefe. Oh, are we going to drop in value? What are we going to do, Bitcoin? Are you going to go down? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Come on. 42. Come on now. You made a double bottom. It is a perfect double bottom. Come on. On the 24 hour. Come to find out, yeah, 24-hour patterns don't mean anything. Not touching it, I promise. What's that blue tube? What's the blue tube? What, this thing hanging outside? I don't know what you're looking at. You looking at my bong? Let's see if this double bottom works. It always drops when I buy it. So I'm just waiting for it to go down to 38 and then I'll buy more. I'm too high to smoke anymore. I'm good. I need to eat, actually. I haven't eaten anything yet today. So I need to, like, consume some substance. Something to eat. Some sort of food. I don't know what, though. Dude, this double bottom's just like being a little bitch. Finish it off, man. Every time we've had a double bottom in the last 24 hours, it's gone up. This is a good one. This is a really good, well-defined double bottom. Especially when you look on that candle chart. What are you dumbass motherfuckers? Not y'all. Ooh, look at that, 381. At what point do you commit to buy some. You know, at what point do you think it's going to start going back up? You got to look at your levels of support, and that's how you figure that out. And Zach Moon 02, let's just do it. Let's just do that, okay? It's so simple. So we're right here, and what we want to know is, are we going to go up or down, right? So we just use the line that CoinMarketCap gives us on the Bitcoin chart, and it's free. And we just follow this line across, and we look for a point where it got rejected. And the last time anything was near there, it was right here. And that rejection point was 455. So it's at 400 right now. You want to watch for it to hit this point at 455 and get past it. And then you look for these barbs to find all of the other points where it has a problem getting past, right? It's already over this one. It's over this one right here. You know, this is 350. So if it gets back under 350, you know that's a Bollinger Band. That's a point where if it gets under 350, it could most likely fall again. Support and resistance. It's very simple. There, it's under 350, it could fall. So it's kind of battling at that point. This is a volatile place for it right here. It got over. That was a good return back. That was really healthy. So that was good. That was a nice jump up. See what the bottom is by seeing how low it goes before it starts going up again, right? It's at 49.80. There, 49.80 is your new low. So you want to see if it goes under 49.80, which it just did. Now it's 46. The 46 is your new low. Now 44 is your new low. 43. It seems to be moving downwards now. So 46, remember 43 was the last one? Okay, it's staying above that 43. And 46 becomes the new low. Now 44 is. You're just looking for that point of support that it won't go underneath. 43.75, 42.59, so it's not 43. 41.97, 41. Looking for support. We can go down and try to find where the last place was there was support, or we can just watch it now and find out where the current level of support is going to be rewritten at, so to speak, just by watching the movement. 43 again. $43.43. It is not strong right now. It's having a very hard time getting upward movement. We'll check our volume by going into clicking on Trading View, looking at the bottom of the screen, and looking at our volume spikes. Now, this is all good news. We see a drop in volume and value, and they're coinciding. That generally means it's going to spike upwards. Predicting support based off the past support. Yes. And watching the current levels of support as they form, you know? they reform new levels of support. Um, we were in a channel. We broke underneath the channel, so that's not good. On TradingView, we can draw the channel out by taking the high and the low, like this. Oh, you can grab the whole line and move it. That's cool. And you take the low from here. Oops. And this is our new channel. And I can move this, which is cool. I didn't know I could just grab the whole line and move it. So cool. That is a pretty visible line of support right there. And it's not looking good right now. This is the 24-hour chart. Let's go to these are the 4 minutes. I'm sorry, the 5-minute candles. Okay, there's the 5-minute candles. Now we've lost our lines that we had there. We've got really good upwards movement. What were we on, the 1-day chart? Yes. So we're at 47, 4, 10 right now. Remember, 411 was a point of resistance. We just hit it and bounced back down to 408. So I'll enlarge that image right there, and then you guys can see the current price, 42,441. That's great. We're rising above and going back into our channel. But on this chart that we're on, which is the 24-hour chart, it doesn't show very clearly the double bottom, right? But if we go into the 5-minute chart, the double bottom becomes very clear. So watch this. We're going to switch up in the top left where it says day. We're going to go to 5-minute. And now to find that double bottom, I'm sorry. You're looking for what looks like a W. It couldn't be any more clear, right? Double bottoms result in movement upwards. Watching current levels forming. Maybe I should don't know if I'm still... Am I still on IG? Oh, unable to connect, it says. Okay, here, let's end the live video. Turn that off. Discard the video. Go back to create. Live video. Say part 2. Audience, public, next. Copy the stream key. Edit Instagram. Triple click. Paste in the new stream key. Click save. Don't forget to turn it on. Now turn the channel back on in Restream. And once the go live gets highlighted on IG, click go live. Boom, you're live. $4.45. The cat. $4.44. So what we see is this completely visible W, which is a double bottom, and it's fucking perfect and beautiful, man, in every way when you look at it. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles. I believe 9 is the most they usually go. 9 positives in a row, then it'll drop a little, then it'll go up. But this right here is a good start. And so watch for it, that candle to reverse and go red, or the next one to do a red and then have a few drops and then continue to go up, hopefully. So if we don't get a massive spike upwards from people buying in from seeing this upwards movement, right, which we're also seeing. So let's go back to the Bitcoin. Oh, it goes, oh. Let me see here. Yeah, okay, cool. There's our double bottom. 420, look at that. Hey! Bitcoin's at 420, what? Karen is on Instagram. Fiona Juno 4, hello. Michael Wild Jr., hello. Welcome to the show, guys. I hope you decide to stay and watch. We're going to be doing some bong rips here. That's what Nay's Garden's all about. It's a cannabis show. And I'm just here to smoke and talk about a little bit about crypto, having some people make themselves some money, you know, hopefully, and give some good advice and see people do good, you know? Let's move this in a little bit. do this. Maybe. Let me just try this. There we go, man. That's cool. We don't need the percentage up there right now, do we? Yeah, we can just do it like this. I kind of like that, actually. Just sea of greens. Green is what's up. Hello. Thank you for stopping in. I am packing a bowl of Girl Scout cookie. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, everybody. Oh, wrong lever. One must have lost the flint. Seems like there's a flint in there. Oh, there is a flint. I just saw it spark. That's weird. Oh, there it goes. Look at me. I fixed the lighter. I'm like a freaking MacGyver. I did that with... I fixed the lighter with one hand by running the wheel backwards with my thumb. It wasn't making contact with the flint for some reason. There were no sparks. Sparks. There's no sparks. We should make more kafefe or what? Should we make more kafefes? Should we check the... Oh, right. Remember I told you the drop in volume and value? It led to that spike upwards. I was right. And now I told you it was going to move down a little bit and probably move up again. It's doing everything that we predicted. So I think it would be a good time to buy. I don't think it's going to drop down again, but not for a while, at least. There could be more volatility before the halving. Remember, it could go all the way down to 31 still, guys. Still a possibility. Just hold on to your low-value Bitcoin if it does. It's okay. I know I wasn't giving it to you that cheap, so you'll all be negative. Well, not negative, but you'll all be undervalued with your crypto. It'll all be lower than what it was in value than what I gave it to you at. But if you just hold on to it, if it goes to 31, it'll go right back up. And that would be a time when you want to get some, should go ahead and get some too. In the meantime, I'd be watching this 42.4 real close because it seems to be having a hard time right here. See, it hit 481 and then it bounced down. 42,481 is really giving it a hard time. Could be a Bollinger Band. 442, 72. You're doing good on the grapes. Yeah. Yeah, I only have like 1 or 2 grapes before I drink a mug of coffee now. Instead of, it seems to work perfectly for me. Instead of sitting here eating grapes the whole time. It's like I'll have 2 or 3 of them. Hippie chick said yes, just poured myself a mug. David Campione, what's up, buddy? $42, $3.93, $3.96, $3.97. I'm so proud of myself when I do shit like that. It's really sad. Because it is so who I don't want to be. I've just totally become the person that I don't want to be. I'm half the man I used to be. That was coming right off. That was just like on a silver platter, baby. The jokes write themselves. Stay in the spot, stay safe, fantastic. Bitcoin ETFs have been approved, but the ruthless and emotionless whales like BlackRock with endless funds will create all sorts of price fluctuations, manipulating and buying low, selling high. Winning is simple but not easy. Focus on spot buying and concentrate on the medium and long term. That is really fucking good advice, man. Jimmy Boss. It's just really good advice. Technicals suggest deeper pullback to 38,000. Bitcoin RSI divergence signals correction 10x research led by Marcus Thielen said in a note to clients Monday, adding the pullback could run out of steam near the dynamic support level of 38,000. A bearish divergence occurs when prices reach a new extreme and momentum indicators like the relative strength index don't, hitting at upside exhaustion. Bitcoin hit a 2-year high above 49,000 last week, which the 14-day RSI failed to confirm, as seen in the chart below. The subsequent price drop has validated the bearish divergence. The MACD histogram used to gauge trend strength and changes has crossed below zero, signaling a bearish shift in momentum. Strongest support is always zero. So this was put up 2 hours ago, guys. And there's no chart. They were trying to send a Bitcoin to the moon. So stupid. The rocket fails with the Bitcoin inside it. So the Bitcoin burns. They burned a whole fucking Bitcoin. Fucking idiots. Which they were burning it anyway. If they were sending it to the moon, they were burning it anyway. So fuck them. Justin, BlackRock now holds 11,439 Bitcoin worth over, it's basically $500 million for their spot Bitcoin ETF. Stop selling your bag. BlackRock bought your bags. There you go, man, says the crypto empress. Michael Saylor will be the Warren Buffett of our generation. This is my game plan. I'll long Bitcoin heavily on 39,700. Be patient. I'm a lion. Let the prey come to us. It could happen, guys, but it's at 42,454 now, man. It's looking strong as hell. You want to see the 24-hour chart? Here, look at this. You guys, look at our W. And what did I tell you? That this is what that W indicates, that it's going to go up. But you just got to wait and see if it hits the next levels of resistance and gets through them. You know, like I said, it's not going to be a straight spike upwards, but it should climb. It'll do, up to 9 green candles in a row, usually, at the most. So, raspberries? No, I don't need the berries. I mean, the grapes, just 3 grapes is all I need with a cup of coffee. I don't need to sit here and eat a whole bunch of grapes. It's, slowly but surely, it's less sugar in my body, man. Less sugar means longer life. Because I love cookies. I love fucking chocolate, bro. I've just got a problem. I got a problem with chocolate. I just can't say no to it. It's the way I say no to it is to not have it in the house, but this house has a wealth of chocolate in it. My stomach's starting to ache just talking about it right now. Aching for chocolate. Is there sugar in the coffee? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I put a little sugar in the coffee. Yep. Some creamer. 3 tablespoons. I'm getting sugar from everywhere. I mean, I could go to black coffee. It's just not as fun for me, So we're watching this W that formed, which is called a double bottom. It looks like a W. You guys are all learning something today. Hopefully you're paying attention and learning. This was just a classic example of a W on the. Man, it's just like, it's fucking beautiful. Um, when I bought, they got me a 47.5. I mean, 42.5. So we're not even there yet. 42.481 though, just trying, and it's got rejected. My front door, really? Who that? Who this? Dude, no shit. I gotta go for 1 second. I think I'm gonna make a coffee too, but someone's here that I want to say hello to. second. Good boy, Brody. So, very exciting news. Right now, what's going on here in the house. Oh, Billy's got to go. Okay, come back, Billy. He just put that up, right? Oh, what a while ago. I put one less tablespoon in. I know only 2 tablespoons of creamer in my coffee. Cutting back, man, here and there. Hey, Just Gaddy. Holy shit, Nay. I've been following you since YouTube 2010. What's up, buddy? Mountain Life Class, what's up? I hope you guys are still watching. I had to go make a cup of coffee. I hope you guys are still here. Let me know in the chat over there on IG if you're still watching. Please, I'd love to hear from you if you're still watching over there. Freaking Oracle. Oh, missed you, buddy. Where have you been, man? Good to see you. Bitcoin just made it to 42.5. That's my purchase point, guys. 42.5. So I didn't buy a lot. I just got a little bit. But I thought once I bought it, it was going to drop because it always happens to me. And it didn't do it this time. It's actually doing what it's supposed to do. So what's going on here in the house? My old bedroom in this house was where my mom decided to move my father into when he could no longer take care of himself and she could no longer take care of him and we needed help. So they moved a medical bed into that room and they have a permanent lift inside that room. Now, you only need one lift, but we had 2, and they put both, and they're big, they're large. It's like an engine hoist, think of an engine hoist if it's for a human being, and you have to be able to roll that like a wheelchair, basically, with the person suspended in this hammock, it's a 4-point hammock harness that they sit in, and allows you to push them. It's called a Hoyer lift. We've got 2 of those, and we've got this medical bed. It's electric, it's completely adjustable, and those were given to us by friends of the woman who's been taking care of my father, right? She's here with the man that brought it and a helper, and they're taking all that equipment out of that room. And I am so fucking excited. I wonder if they would do something for me. Okay. So sorry, man. I had to do something, man. You know, I'm so sorry about that, guys. So, oh my goodness gracious, I apologize. Where are we at? 42.6? Oh, we went up, huh? How'd our W do? How did our W do, guys? Oh, look at our W, guys. Exactly as I predicted. Right? Not bad, huh? Who's still here? Did I lose you guys because I had to go away? I had to go away. I'm so sorry, man, but there was something I had to... Ooh, I got a whole cup of coffee, too, guys. It's still hot. Is Nay still alive? No. Hey, Megsy. Justin, good morning. So, what I had to do was I had to move... well, I asked them if they could move a mattress for me, and they did. They moved the mattress back into that room, but I still have to vacuum the floor in there. And then we're probably going to get a company to come in and shampoo the carpet as well. And then it's going to be time to take this podcast studio down because wait a minute, man. Oh, am I not using? Oh, wait. Well, yeah, it's going to be time because, I mean, I've got the support beams in here. So I'm going to disassemble the whole thing. There is a way around it, but I just don't want to do it. I'm going to take the whole thing down. I got all these beams I need. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I see 11 beams, but there should probably be more than 11 beams. But I'm going to take those and assemble the bed. Am I moving into my old room? No. No. It's just, I like having a view of the creek where I am. That bedroom has a view of the creek. So I dig that. Wake up. I look out there, you know, I see the animals going down the creek and stuff. Today I saw a wood stork and I saw a heron. Pretty cool. Wood storks are pretty cool looking. They look like mythical, like something you'd see in some kind of a Lord of the Rings thing. Or a Game of Thrones creature. 42, look at this, 42, 6. Look at this, guys, 42.6. So it's over where I purchased it at. And, you know, because I got Jack 200, but now it's actually making money. I only bought a little bit. I didn't buy a lot. But it was a good buy because Bad Bad Blue Jaw says it's time to buy. Tool is like, she just bought 150. I'm like, I'm going to buy 2. So I did. I bought with you guys. And it's already paid for everything. So now it's making profit. The dog's trying to do business inside. Are you moving in your old room? The dog's trying to do business inside. Five months now, maybe 2 months. Freaking Oracle! Come to California, too cold over there. So, are y'all... How many people are still here? Who all's still here? Oh, Oracle is here. Tool is here. Oracle is here. Baba Blue Jaws. That's good, man. IG is live with 0 viewers. Coco the Goddess is here. Mr. Cleans Meds 22 is here. Jess Norfaz is here. Howie 305. You guys were here, but it's IG, so it's in and out. Hoot and Howl is here. Was saying dogs won't go outside when it's too cold. Ah. I tried doing IG. Doesn't work well when you have others on. Dear Slayer, what's up? When you have others on. Really? You're happier when you have a project of some kind. I'm seeing issues with all kinds of stuff. Actually, 650, guys. 42,650. $666. Shout at the devil! Yeah! I'm asking you, Nay, are you moving into your old room? And I'm saying, no, I'm not moving into my old room. I'm staying in the one I'm in. It's got a better view of the creek. I already answered that. And I told you why. I said it's because I got a view of the creek in the room I'm in now. I like that one better. I don't know why you didn't hear me. I'm sorry. Maybe it skipped or something. Why is this ad playing over after I skip? Weird, right? Because it's playing two ads, and sometimes it plays the same ad twice in a row. Yes, it wanted to just show the middle of my screen phone size. Yeah, so you have to move to the center of your screen. It actually kind of makes you be better, the way you set things up. It kind of makes you more, if for people who are watching in landscape, it makes you a better, well, I like having things all over the screen personally, but this is when someone's watching on their phone and they're watching like this, it's cool when they're watching like that because they see, you know, everything that you put in the center of the screen. Like right now, no one sees the price of Bitcoin, so I need to do that. So it's in the middle too. So everyone on IG can see the price of Bitcoin. But then all you guys can see everything. You can see more. You guys can see the waterfall. You can see the chats. Same heater as for me every time. Same heater ad. I got you. I figured that out just as you typed it in there. Rumble glitch. Yeah, I like that look. I think you're happier when you have a project of some kind. Yeah, I think for me, I like to be working on something. And, you know, taking this podcast studio down is going to be fun for me. But I'm not ready to do it yet. So, I don't want to put the bed together. And so I figure I don't have to do this until Stanley Steamer comes and does the carpets. You know? So you're moving your studio to your old room? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing exactly yet. One thing I definitely have is plenty of time to figure it all out, you know? And there's a whole bunch of other things going on in my life right now that are just taking priority, and figuring out what the house situation is right now is like so far down the list. things are happening fast, and I just have to be present. Um, and I'm kind of slacking a little bit. Being lazy. Life first, streaming second. Yeah, well, streaming is. Is your mom still moving like she said? She's got no set plan to move until there's availability where she wants to go. So she ain't going anywhere right now until that opens up, But as soon as it opens up, man, boom, she's gonna be like a tornado getting over there. How's your mom doing? She's doing good. Like the view out the window behind you. Deer Slayer? Yeah, well, that view might not change, or it might change a little bit, but I could move over a little bit, but it's warmer in that corner, actually. I could move forward, but it won't be so warm without these walls around me anymore. My grandma is in an elderly living place, $4,000 a month, but they provide one meal a day and a short bus to take you to your appointments and shopping. One meal a day, huh? One meal a day seems kind of bunk. I mean, you got to eat 3 meals a day. Then you got to be responsible for 2 meals every day. That sucks. I guess for 4,000 a month, though, bro. That's what you can get. $678. 680. 678. $683. We're moving up. $692. $684. Maybe that'll be the bottom. See, it is $686, but it wasn't a high jump up either. Could go down lower. $688. $683. There it is. $95. $684 again. Okay, maybe I'll jump up now. Got a little bit of volatility here, man, but we're way ups in the 600s. Look at us, guys. Let's see what our W looks like. Let's check in on that W. Wow, look at that W. That is now a cup and handle. You guys, a big cup and handle. So our double bottom is turned into a cup and handle. Beautiful sign. We like that. So a cup and handle just completed on the 24-hour. The W's the cup. The little tiny U at the top that follows is the handle. Cup and handle. One meal a day for 4K. No, that seems about right, I would think, probably. Hope it's a big ass breakfast at least. Expensive, but that's what she wanted. But she's running out of money from selling her house, so maybe 2 more years and she'll be in town living closer to everyone. Oh my god. $684. High sixes. 688. $677. 677. 674. Okay. You guys, her house looked over the St. Clair River, but she didn't own the water rights, so she got $500,000 for her house. If she had the water right, it would have been $750. Huh? But she bought the house. But she bought the house in 1985 for $85,000. Oh yeah, that's real estate investment, man. That's what we were supposed to do, you know, is find some real estate, buy it, live on it, make money on it, you know, have it go up in value, and then with something we want to move in or whatever, we sell that property for the profit that we made and can afford a nice retirement, you know. Hopefully, if it all works out. Everybody, I'm assuming we're tapered off to nothing world here. Thank you for the 11 thumbs ups. I was one of them. I had to click it to find out. It tells me 11 thumbs ups, guys, so thank you for that. I'm not assuming that there's 11 people here, though, so thank you for watching. I'll see you guys on the next show. This one was 3 hours, way too long. So, you guys take care, and I'm going to go vacuum that floor. Bye, y'all. It's sad many won't be able to retire and will have to work till day's end. Bye, Megsy. You're welcome, Hoot Now. Have to work. Yeah, I know. Until they die. I know. Work until the end. I know. You're right. I know. All the way down to 605. All right. So, are you selling? No, I'm not selling anything. I'm a hodler. I'm keeping all my real estate. All right. Bye, everybody.